Reloading.
Oh! There's one of the big ones. Oh, shit. It's the first time we've seen him. Oh, God. Okay. No, don't run into the blood ferns. Welcome back, everybody, to Star Rupture. I am the Bearded OG, and in this episode, we are going to do some research upgrades, and we're going to do a little bit of building, but the main goal is to go investigate that POI over there and go activate there's a little radar dish thingy over there. So, first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that we have taken care of all of our glass.
I think I can use this.
Research needs. So let's grab a shit ton of glass. Grab that much to start with, and I think I have a little bit inside the base as well. Probably in intermediate products. Yes, I do. Okay, so let's also work on getting this stuff taken care of too, but we'll do that after we do the glass stuff. So we'll throw all that stuff in there. Okay, so basic item printer, you're just waiting on us to make inductors, right? Okay, fabricator, glass, boom. We have learned all of the fabricator recipes, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful thing. 100% unlocked, beautiful. Okay, let's go to furnace. We need those heat-resistant shields for some corporation stuff. And that's it. I guess that's it. Okay. Fantastic. So now, if we take a look at the corporate panel here, Future Health wants glass. That'll give us 8 unlocked slots. Let's see. Selenium will take a glass, and since we have glass and we don't have synthetic silicon, we will feed them glass. Griffiths wants the applicator. We can now make that. We just learned the recipe, but we'll have to set up production for that. Moon wants the heat-resistant sheets, which we just learned, so we'll set up production for that. And we can't make super magnets or nozzles yet for Clever Robotics. So right now we can do Future Health and Selenium. Just like right now. I mean like right now. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to just set up some temporary launchers. And just start feeding the glass into them. And let's do 3 a pop. So cargo launcher. Let's put one there, one there, one there. Now, ideally, launchers, later on will be down at the end of the bus, but since we don't have that built yet and we're still kind of setting things up and whatnot, we'll worry about that later. Okay, so let's set these first 3 to Future Health, and we'll just load them up right now, and then we'll also connect them too. And this is going to get us more inventory slots, which is beautiful. Selenium. Oh, God. Glass is actually a lot more than synthetic. Really? Okay, that's fine with me, because glass is what we have. And this is going to get us the larger habitat, which I am excited to get, because then we can kind of redo things for our habitat situation. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just we're going to need... No, you know what? We don't need a splitter. Let's just do this. You go there. You go there. You go there. Alright, well, we're going to need a splitter for these, and that's fine. My body's going to be right smack dab in the way. So let's get a modulator, and we'll just stick the modulator right there. That should work. I mean, could I have done that? No, I think it's bumping up against there. So, yeah, let's come out of you, go into you. Try to get it to go. There we go. Get it on the center. All right, fantastic. We got that going. Nice. Larger habitat, 8 more inventory slots. It's a beautiful thing. The rest of the stuff we can't do right at the moment because we will have to set up production lines for that, which we will do later. Okay, let's see here. Let's go back into here. A couple more things I want to do in here before we do a little bit of building. I have enough war bonds now.
That's just what I need.
To get the penetration magazine for this, which I think is really important with these harder bugs. So yeah, this is the piercing magazine. Apparently we can shoot through 3 aliens at a time. So I want this for our assault rifle. We're going to always keep the long barrel for long range. What does this do? That's a short barrel, reduced deployment time, who gives a shit? And the cooled barrel increases rate of fire, but bad recoil. Yeah, okay, so we'll just probably always keep the long barrel. We already have the 3x optic sight, which is what we'll keep. So we want the piercing, and then what does this do? This is a weapon sway. We don't really have that problem with this weapon though, and this is increasing movement speed. I mean, somewhat useful, but I think we'll just keep the recoil dampening stock. So this will probably be the last upgrade that we'll do for the Phantom. All right, let's get it. Piercing magazine, and it is now installed. All right, we can kill 3 bastards at the same time. It's a beautiful thing. And we have 7 more of these left over to boot. Fan-frickin-tastic. Okay, let's grab all of the raw stuff out of here. And we're just going to keep going. I want to make sure I got all the prickler stuff first, because I like the prickler tree because it gives us both hydration and water. Oh, I was told that we can find these in the sulfur biome, which means we probably have to go in there right after a star rupture. These will give us... Okay, this will stop food and water loss for 30 minutes. I like that idea. We will get a little bit of toxicity. Well, actually quite a bit, but I don't think I'm too worried about that. And then Figglers, what does that do? That's just a low-level water and food thingy. NutriFluid is healing plus low-level water and food and 20 toxicity. I don't know. NutriChew is 30 and 40 calories, but the Nutrigel is better. It's 40 and 50. And then what does this do? That gives us a larger pool, a higher cap, and 45 toxicity. So I'm not really too thrilled with the rest of those, to be quite honest with you. I think we have better healing options than this. In fact, we definitely have better healing options. So I think we're done with the pricklers. I mean, I might finish them out later, but the thing I like the most is the Nutrigel. But we need to go get a bunch of grubblers to make that. I do have 11 of them so far. So let's save the rest of the pricklers to actually make Nutrigel. Once we get some more of the grub thingies. That actually should go in there. Fantastic. Okay, next thing. I'm also wanting star tier stuff. I like the star bites because 55 HP is really good, and it only gives 10 toxicity. What is this going to do? Oh, that's a healing over time thing. It heals 1 hit point every 6 seconds for 10 minutes. So that's 600 hit points if I'm reading that right. Because if it does 1 every 6 seconds, that means it does 10 every minute, and 10, oh, it's 100, okay. That might not be a bad thing either, so let's go ahead and learn that. What does the region require to make? This is star fruit, or star tears. It requires star tears and oxalips. We have lots of oxalips because we have it really close by. So it might not be bad to pop one of those before we know we're going to get into the shit, just to give us a little extra healing option, assuming we have enough toxicity left over to do that. How many star bites do I currently have? I have 1. Yeah, we're going to want to take some of those with us. So why don't we make 1 of these? Oh, I guess we make 2. Okay, fair enough. And then we will make... we'll spend the rest of our star tiers, not that we have very many, on more of these. Okay, wow, that only gives us 3 of those. Okay, we also have, you know, our built-in healing thing though too. And we have these, which heals 50. I mean, it still seems like some of the just raw stuff is better than the stuff you make from it, especially in the case of things that only do one thing. The nice thing about the prickler stuff is at least it has 2 functions, you know. Anyway, okay, so let's go to hydro bulb. Aqua fluid heals, gives hydration and 10 toxicity. All right, that's okay, I suppose. Aqua bar is 50 hydration, but we get 50 hydration from these, so yeah, not a whole lot of point in that really. What does this do? Yeah, that does the same thing as, well, a similar thing to these guys, but only for water, whereas this does water and calories, but it lasts only half the time. So it you know, everything's a trade-off, right? Everything's a trade-off. Okay, per plant. We should probably do some serpent stuff for the energy boost. Oh god, that gives 50 toxicity. Quadruple natural energy regeneration for 30 minutes. See, if we could handle the toxicity, that would be really good. Oh god, we need 80 of those. Okay, that's going to be a little while. Well, the serpent sticks aren't bad. They do give you 30 toxicity, but they give you double energy regen. I've tried those and they're not too bad. This gives triple for 30 minutes, but for 40 toxicity. Triple energy regen, that would be pretty damn fast. This gives more energy cap, but again with 45 toxicity. Okay. Well, let's go for the serpent sticks. I mean, I don't have enough of these to do it right now anyway, but we'll start working on that. Okay, we can't do anything more with star tiers. Glow cap. Oh boy. So drain resistance, I think, is stamina. Heat resistance. Why do we need heat resistance? Well, I'm sure we probably will at some point. I just haven't needed it yet. Infection is always a pain in the ass. Doubles natural infection resistance and then corrosion. But these are pretty high toxicity items too. I think infection is the first one I would go for, just because that's what we've encountered the most of, and that's probably going to change. But all right, yeah, let's go for those. And we'll go for those. But obviously we don't have enough stuff to do it right now. Okay, and then finally per plant, we've got like 48 of those. This is all the antidote stuff. Doubles natural toxicity loss. Ooh. So if we pop one of those, and then we eat toxic stuff, we lose the toxicity twice as fast. I like that idea. And see, this one doesn't remove all positive effects either, whereas the rest of these do. That doesn't seem very useful to me, to be honest. Because, you know, you take those other things to get a buff and has a toxicity penalty, which is fine, I get it. But you can't then remove the toxicity without removing the buff, right? So, except for in this case, this one seems like it's by far the best deal in the per plant tree. So let's do that. Okay, clear capsules. What do we need to make those? Just oxalip and per plants. All right, let's make some of those. Let's make as many as we can. Fan-frickin-tastic. Okay, so we just need to take these, I guess, before, and it probably doesn't matter if we take it before or after we eat other things that are toxic. All right, nice. So we made pretty good progress with all of that stuff. Oh, we didn't look at...
Gotcha.
Take all that again. We didn't look at polar fruits. We can already make the calorie chew. We need the grubs for that. We need the soul hearts for that. Yeah, see, I still think I would rather take the, you know, the stuff that we get from the prickler as opposed to this, because this, it's just so expensive toxicity wise, you know. So yeah, let's just hang on to everything else, and we'll even top off with the cheap stuff.
Delicious.
All right, I love it. This is fun. And I'm gonna still keep carrying these too, because they're just too damn good, you know. Again, they're better than some of the manufacturer stuff, which drives me nuts. Shouldn't be that way. Maybe it's just a balancing thing that they will take care of. Maybe so, maybe so. All right, let's go ahead. I think we're done fiddly farting around in here with all that kind of stuff. Let's actually see what our progress is though, real quick. Okay, so we're 40% on selenium and 27% on future health. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of building before we go out and start shooting bugs and shit. So as you can see, I have run some rails over there, and I'll show you what's connected to those. Let's actually pick
Good stuff.
these hydro bulbs while the picking's good. Okay, so over here, I've got a Wolfram setup going. I only have two excavators because this is outside of the range of the core. But this is a normal Wolfram, so we're getting, you know, 2 for 1 there, and then that's just an inferior or impure whatever over there. So basically what we're doing... you guys behave yourself. What we're doing is we're making Wolfram plates, Wolfram wire, and we're making Wolfram plates in these two because they only take one input, one per, and we have 2 coming out, right? So that way we can, you know, be efficient. This outputs 2, this takes in 2, that's Wolfram wire. And then this guy over here is making Wolfram powder, the furnace is. And it's not 100% efficient because it takes 3 in, but we can only output 2. But, you know, it is what it is. Can't do much about it. That's what's going on there. And then all of those products, excuse me, are going to come up on these 3 lines here and go up to the base. And then this setup here is making basic building material for us. So what I have going on here, excuse me, is I've got... Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay, hold on. Go down and deal with these assholes. We've got penetration now, baby. Wait. What happened? What killed him? I didn't do it. I don't have any turrets up either. I'm so confused. Okay, whatever. I guess they're dead. Yeah, see, that takes in 3. So it's not 100% efficient, but it'll work. So anyway, yeah, we're splitting off the wolfram ore off of this guy and feeding it up to that fabricator. And then on this end, I have an excavator set down on one of the titanium deposits. And I'm debating whether or not I want to utilize some of these other ones. The reason I would do that is because I have 2 more. These 2 are in range of the core. That one, those are not, but these 2 are. And plus that's an 8, you know, a pristine or whatever, pure. So that produces 8. This will produce 4, and then, so that's 12, and then 14. So we get a total of 14 titanium out of all 3 of those. So what I'm debating about possibly doing is setting up a production here where in total we make titanium plates, titanium rods, and titanium beams, in addition to the raw titanium that we need for the building materials. But I just haven't gotten that far yet. And so, and I haven't decided for sure if I'm going to do it that way, because the other option right here and now is we tap into the titanium that's much closer to the base, but it's still out of range of the core, unfortunately. So I'd have to put another core down, which isn't a big deal, but the more cores we have down, you know, the more we have to kind of manage that sort of thing. So I don't know if there's a limit to how many cores you can have in the game or not. The cores themselves are pretty cheap. In fact, ridiculously and unrealistically cheap, if you ask me. But, you know, if you got a bunch of cores down, then what if you have bugs attacking them and shit like that? I don't know. I'm not really sure what the right answer to that is. So for here and now, it just seems to me like it makes the most sense to try and utilize our existing cores as much as possible. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to link this up to the base and start bringing this stuff in and just keeping it for now in storage depots until we need it for whatever we need it for. And, you know, I don't want to go batshit crazy, you know, bringing in a whole ton of this basic material, because I don't know how much of it we're going to need down the road. I'm sure we're probably going to need some of it, but I don't want to set up 10 depots of, say, like titanium plate only to find out later that, you know, we're never going to use that much. So that's why I'm trying to be somewhat conservative, but also trying to prepare for the future too, right? So, okay, so let's go ahead and, get into here. And what we're going to do is, yeah, let's go here first. And we're going to run, let's do this one first. This is the building materials. And I think we want to run it to probably here. Now, is that level? I think so. Yeah. So we got nice level lines running all along the ridge here. I like it, you know, kind of Reminds me of power lines a little bit. Okay, and then this should be... Yeah, I want the lines to kind of run along the edge here, but I want to make sure we have clearance. So let's run with this for now. And we'll change it later as needed. Now, what I want to do is I want to get a triple. And I want to put that one there. And I actually want to change this one to a triple as well. Okay, so let's reconnect you. Yeah. We will then connect all of these guys up. You know what? Love the music, but I'm going to turn it back down just a little bit. At 80, let's turn it down to, say, 70. Wait, I can't really tell the difference. Okay, let's turn it down to 60. I don't know, man. I don't know if that turned it down or not. Doesn't seem like it, but maybe it did. All right, now next thing is let's grab you and bring you along here, and we're gonna run into a little bit of a challenge with this. Oh, actually, let's also move our body. How about if we put a ladder? What? Why not? Why won't you work? I don't understand. No, get out of the drone. Flip that way. That should go there. Why doesn't that go there? Does it go... What the hell, game? Requires a connection platform. Oh. I guess I have to go up high. All right. I don't want it on this side because we're gonna build that out more in the future. At least that's the idea, right? Okay, so let's go over here. And I'm gonna put down a couple of storage depots there. These may move in the future, so I'm not going to be super concerned about exactly where they're positioned. I'm just going to put them like this, and just to get the stuff up here, and then we'll worry about moving them later if we need to. Okay, so we're setting these to basic building materials. No, game, for Pete's fucking sake. Why do you do that to me? Good gravy. Go there. Okay. All right, so those are building materials. I think these are going to be the Wolfram plates. And these will then be the Wolfram wire, because that's in the middle. Right there. And then these will be the Wolfram powder. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now, let's get right about here. And we want to grab you and bring you over here. And See, yeah, this is where we're going to run into a little bit of trouble because of the terrain. It gets so steep here. It looks like I have to go here. So if I do a middle mouse button, I can still raise this up to where it's... Yeah, I guess that's level. You just have to kind of get to the right spot. Oh, you know what though? Shit, I forgot. I want to do a triple because we may be utilizing this line later on for or adding to it, especially if I put that max in height. Especially if I, bring that titanium in over from that other spot too that we were looking at earlier. Okay, that will go on this inside. Okay, now what I think I want to do is I want to grab these so we have multiple connection points, and we're going to make them the bigger ones so that way they center on the depots. I think it'll just look a little nicer. That's going to be a problem. Okay, so I can deal with this in one of two ways. I can either push those two back a square, or I can move all of this forward. The advantage of moving all this forward is then it's at the proper edge here. Because this...
Rupture activity
oh,
detected.
Really? God damn it, that's such a pain in the ass.
A safe place.
Is there a way we can reduce the frequency of ruptures? I haven't actually looked for that. Maybe somebody has a mod or will make a mod to do that. It's just, I don't know, man. It happens at the most inconvenient time. All right, even though it's going to be a little more work, I think I'm going to slide all of this over one tile. Only because this is kind of the true edge of the base. Oh, well, let me get my drone when a rupture's coming. Because right about here, the terrain is so steep, I couldn't put a pillar all the way out, so I had to hold it in. So this little area here is a little bit jank. So, all right. Let's remove... Yeah, we're just going to slide all of this stuff back one tile. That's what it amounts to. So, grab you. We'll work right up until the final warning, and then we'll run inside. Yeah, see, this is the pillar I was talking about where I couldn't get it any further out that way because of the terrain. You know what? It's just easier when you have tiles in place to do this stuff. God, that's scary. Okay. We haven't gotten the final warning yet, though. Oh, shit. We got it now. Run, 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 run! We got this.
Rupture's core is unstable. Head to safety immediately.
I didn't see the orange warning because there was other stuff on the screen. So, all right, guys. I will see you. You know what we're gonna do? Actually, we're gonna take a quick side step. As soon as we can go back outside, we're gonna run down to the sulfur field and see if we can find some of that stuff. The soul hearts, I think that's what they're called. Let's. Yeah, okay, we're good on that stuff. We won't have to worry about bugaboos right after the rupture. How are we doing, by the way? We are 89% on Selenium and 60% on future health. It's a beautiful thing. It is indeed. Okay, let's head on outside. Surprised this doesn't burn my feet. It's red hot tiles. Okay, so the sulfur fields are right down here. We jump down here without dying. Ouch! That hurt a little bit. Okay, so soul hearts. What are they? How do we find them? How do we get them? Ooh, this is all crunchy. Oh, wait a minute. Is that what these are? How are we supposed to get those, though? We can't come in here when it's not all burned out. What's that? Yeah, that's just wolfram. Let's grab this ignition since we wouldn't normally be able to come and get it. Remember, I've got my these blue light blocking glasses on, so everything looks orange to me. Very hard to tell colors apart. Alright, well, I'm guessing that this crunch is just, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of bugging me out, like, you know, fingers on the chalkboard kind of thing. I'll bet these are soul hearts, but obviously we can't get to them now. The game has got to give us some kind of a gas mask, right? How else would we get there? Get those? I don't know. Unless that's not them. Can I can't just straight up mine this, can I? Okay. I think I'm going to leave all of those ignitiums in place so we can use them for star tiers later. Alright, yeah, my guess is that these are the soul hearts. Maybe we just have to blitz in, grab them, and blitz back out before we die. That's probably what has to happen. So we'll come back and try that later once, you know, once everything is replenished and it's dangerous as fuck in here again. I don't know what all that red stuff is. Looks like blood. Oh, I can't climb up my ladder because the rail's in the way. That's funny. Let's grab all this oxalate because there is a lot of oxalate.
Interesting plant. Good stuff.
The cargo reached its destination.
Look at that.
Selenium thanks you for the order. Your work is restoring their faith in the prison system.
Fan-frickin-tastic. I don't know why I said fan-fran. Fan-frickin-tastic. Okay, so we now have the ability to make the larger habitat. But we're not going to mess with that in this episode. We'll take care of that later. Well, okay, this is pretty much as worthless as tits on a boar. So let's take that out of there. We might as well switch these over to future.
Gotcha.
And fast track it. And just put the glass right back in there again. Alright, nice. That's going to give us 8 more inventory slots. Okay, let's finish putting these back in place. Those were basic building materials. Yeah, let's hook them back up. This was Wolfram plates. This was Wolfram wire. So when you hook them up like that, then the only option you have is the Wolfram wire for the second one. So that's why a little more efficient to do it like that. And this was Wolfram powder. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Now, let's go back to doing this. So what we were going to do... It's not perfectly level, but I can't do anything about it because this is as high as that thing's going to go. So we're going to just have to make do. All right, let's go back to getting our rail modulators in place. And then we'll connect this one up. And we'll connect this. And that should start pulling basic building materials over here for us. All right, let's get this other one done. So I think we can just put this here. Oh, that goes up higher. Is the ground lower there? Oh, wait, what? That's floating. I think the ground's a little lower there. I mean, it's so close that if I was able to raise this up a notch, then it would be too far the other way. So I think it's as good as it's going to get. What are we doing? We're looking for this. Okay, lock that there and then raise this up to there. Okay, get the outside one first. Then we'll get the center. I think these rails are too close together, you know, visually. Another thing they should probably do something about. Because if you have 3 items all on this line together, they clip into each other. They're too wide. Okay, so the outside of the left rail, that's the plate. So that's going to go into there. The center one is the wire, and the right-hand side one is the powder. Okay, product should now be flowing. If it isn't, then we might have to log out and back in. I don't see any movement at all. So yeah, let's log out and back in. And we're back. Yeah, I can see product coming up this lower line. That's all the Wolfram stuff. I can't tell. Oh, yep. Yeah. Okay, there's the building material. They're starting to come up. It's
Rupture status stable.
The
Arcadia
conveyor for it
stable.
is too far out, but you can see that it's coming there. Okay, so I think we're in business. Let's just wait until it's all the way here and feeding correctly before we say for sure that it's all working. I see building material, I see plates, I see wire, and I see powder. Love it. All right, I think we're in business, ladies and gentlemen. That's looking good. I love it. All right, let's go kick some ass and take some names, or either that or get our own ass kicked and our name taken. We'll see. So, we need to prepare for combat. What limbs do I currently have in? So I've got reduces double jump cost and fog of war by 25%. Our combat, man, we need to start working on combat. Max shield by 20. And survival is max health by 25 and mining damage. Okay, we don't need mining damage for what we're about ready to do. So what would this... That increases all consumable stats. Okay. And that reduces corrosion, heat, corrosion, and drain, but not infection. Infection's the worst thing. Stamina regen by 20. That's useful. Since we're going to take some consumables, though, I think we're going to go with this one. That is green, right? I can't tell. Yeah. So we'll put that one in there.
I feel it working.
The glutton limb. And then we'll keep the increased max health by 25. That one's definitely useful. Okay. Is there something better for combat? Increase max shield by 20. I mean, firearm swap speed just doesn't seem that big of a deal to me. I mean, I know these bugs are going to swarm us, but that's another max shield by 20.
You can be proud of the work you've done. Another order fulfilled for future health solutions.
Oh, yeah. That's going to give us our... Here, let's do that. That's going to give us our increased inventory. Boom, baby. And let's also do the large habitat, too. Look at that. We got another row. Awesome. Love it. Okay, anyway. So this... Yeah, we don't need the mining damage thingy. Very useful when we're mining, but we're not mining. So... This limb... Where was it? This one actually would help with infection buildup. We already have max shield, so do we want to... We want to sacrifice 20 shield for a longer lasting shield while we're infected. I don't know. I mean, they're both... This is 20%, this is 20. Are they... Do they cancel each other out? I don't know, man. I don't know. See, the thing is we're not going to be in infection all of the time, so I think I'm going to stick with the max shield for now. Okay, and then this survival limb, that's heat, corrosion, and drain, which I don't think we need to worry about. That's the mining damage. That's a movement limb, 20%. I mean, we don't... The Fog of War is really nice, but it's not really a combat. I think we'll swap that out for stamina regeneration.
Ha, nice. I feel it working.
We got to go out and start doing some fighting, man, to unlock some of these. And I think we get survival points by picking shit, which, you know, I'm doing pretty much all the time. I don't know what else. What's that do? I don't know what that means. Okay. So we'll put that away in there. We're going to keep this glow cap on us for extra healing stuff. That can go in there. We want to keep one of these on us just in case we have to put down an emergency thing, and one stack of basic building. But it's nice that we have an extra row now. Right. Okay, so that's for healing. That's for healing. That's for just plain up, straight up food and water. This is going to give us healing over time for 10 minutes. So let's not pop this until we get into the shit. And this doubles natural toxicity loss, so we should probably wait to take that until we take something that's going to be toxic to us. Where is the one that... What does this do? Oh, that's the same thing. Okay. That's also the same thing as that. Where's the one that gives us the calorie and water loss? Maybe I don't have that yet. That's going to be a prickler. Nutriblock. Okay. I can make it, but I think I must be missing something. Pricklers and oxalops. No, we've got lots of that stuff. All right, let's make a bunch of the. Well, 8. Yeah, let's make 8. What the fuck? Let's just do it. We just made 8. Right or wrong, we did it. Okay, so by taking this, we can go 30 minutes without losing any food or water. Let's consume one of these now to get our health topped off and our calorie. Let's take one of these.
Symptoms indicate the presence of toxins.
Okay, and then we're gonna just take one more of these with us on the road and we'll put the rest of those away. This doubles natural toxicity law. Okay, let's split these. Let's take, I don't know, maybe 3 of those with us. Because if we die, you know, I don't want to lose all the shit. And then what's this? This is the healing one. Okay, we won't pop that until right before we get into the shit. So let's take, say, 3 of those with us as well. Okay, now, we are sporting shotgun and rifle. I wonder if, yeah, let's just try that and see how we do. So we want to load up on shoddy ammo and standard ammo. I'm just going to take everything that I have because we're probably going to need it. We are probably going to need it. Let's put you in there. And I think we're ready to go. Okay. So you guys are all done doing your thing. We can't make anything else for the corporations until we get some production lines going. I think I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll get that stuff later because I don't want to load up on basic stuff to save inventory space. I am going to grab the grubs though because we need those. Are there not any grubs over here on these trees? What the hell, man? There's no grubs. Okay. There's some over here. Got a bunch of hydro bulbs, but there's no water near them. That's kind of weird. Any grubs in these trees? Nope. Alrighty, well, let's start by opening this up. Make sure you're loaded. Alright, let's do this.
Geoscanner initialized.
Oh, there's some of those prism plant thingies. Here come the bugs. Some of you guys are trying to infect the tower there. Okay, how we doing? 72%. %. Oh, there's one of those bastards. He's the guy that spits the green shit out of his ass. It causes heat damage. Yeah, that stuff. Okay, we're here. Let's do it.
Scan complete.
Nice. We win. Just a bunch of spitters left.
Reloading. Changing mags.
Nice. Okay, let's take a look-see. Body, drone wreck, something, 2 bodies. That's either on the way or at those thingies. Okay, I'll pick up the bug parts, but those will be the first thing we throw out if we end up needing to make room. You know what? I'm going to pick this up too because we get points for it, and again, we can throw it out if we need to.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Okay, there's a body right over here. Oh. That's a big batch of bugaboos. Reminder on the little guys.
Peace at last.
Peace at
Changing
last. I don't think that peace at last is going to last. Body's kind of over on the other side of the blood fern. Oh. There it is. Reduces damage dealt and received from friendly fire by 20%. Oh, nice. 2 neutrogels. Is that... Does friendly fire happen from your own turrets, or is that just a multiplayer thing? I don't know. Alright, doesn't seem to be anything else over this way. There's like a big canyon down there. Oh, look at that place. More sulfur, maybe? Alright, we'll go investigate that stuff later.
Interesting plant.
Let's stay within range of our newly unlocked geoscanner and hit all the other points of interest. And then
come here.
We'll go get that POI. Oh, there's water here now. The body is supposed to be right around here. Oh, there it is. 3 more neutrogels and some war bonds. Love it. Hey, a question.
Good stuff.
That I was pondering, and I will ask you guys to let me know in the comments if you know. Is there any point at all in carrying pistol or even storing pistol ammo? Because I can't ever see myself using the pistol again. Why would we? And so why would we bother with the ammo? You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think about that idea. How come that's all orange looking? I don't know. Okay, let's see. What else? We've got a drone wreck over this way. Go check that out. Let's get the
Interesting
prism
plant.
herbs too. That's all of them. There's the drone. And I'm surprised I missed that. Okay, 2,000
That's just what I need.
data thingy. It's a monolith. Alright, let's go towards this drone wreck. And what the hell, we'll pick the star fruit. Star tears. I was hoping I'd find more of the grubber thingies over here, but don't seem to be very many of them. Next time everything cycles, there could be more. All right, there. Another 2,000 data point module thingamadoodle. There's something right here. Oh, monolith. Okay. Okay, before we go any further. Okay, so that's still active. Why don't we take this now? Yeah, see, that's really good because there's no negative effects on that at all. If we take the regen capsule, that's going to get our toxicity up to 78, but it's going to go away twice as fast.
Ah, tasty.
And I don't think anything happens to us unless toxicity gets to 100. Okay, cool. Oh god, look at all those bugs. A lot of bugs. Alright, let's do this.
Reloading.
Oh! There's one of the big ones! Oh shit! It's the first time we've seen him. Oh god, okay. No, don't run into blood ferns. So, I think what we have to do with him is... he like does a charge at us. And then we can kind of get behind him and shoot him in the ass. Or, oh shit! Something like that. Because I don't know if we can effectively... yeah, this thing right here. Well, no, okay. When he does that... ouch. I don't think we can... oh god, my shield's gone. That's not good. I don't know if it does any damage to him when he's... oh, see, he's really far away. We need to get him to charge us from far away, so when he stops, we're close enough to him to shoot him in the ass. Okay, it kind of looked like I got him in the ass, but not sure. Oh, damn it. Stuck on something. That guy really moves. Okay. So if we use our little... oh, god damn it, I was loading right when I should have been shooting at him. If we use that, we can kind of dodge around him pretty quickly. Here we go. Oh, God. Ow! I think it's time for one of these. Take your time. We're not in a hurry. Holy shit. Okay. Did I use that? I can't tell if I did or not. Here, let's try it again. Missing string table entry? What the fuck does that mean? I don't know if I actually use this or not. Oh, God. Okay. Boy, he's got some serious range. Oh, he got us. Oh my God. Wow, that's our first death, you guys. Well, technically it's our second death because I did have an AFK death. Brutal. Okay, well, wow.
The process went very smoothly.
You think that process went very smoothly? Your definition of very smoothly is not the same as mine. I'm just going to throw that out there. Okay, what's the deal with this? So, what does missing string table entry mean?
I'm taking the meds.
Okay, so I never actually took that. A, and B, that takes a long time. So, note to self. Oh, okay, that was intense. What does this do? That's the healing thing. Yeah, let's take one of those with us. This is the, yeah, double natural toxicity loss. Let's take one of those with us. And then let's take some of this and some of this just to get food and water back under control. Wait, what's that do? Oh no, that's antidote. That's not what I want. Can't see anything with these damn glasses on. That's calories. That's water. Okay. Yeah, that was my very first time encountering that guy, so this stops natural calorie loss. Yeah, let's take that. That's the healing thing. Okay, let's wait to take that and this. I'm just gonna run back and see if we can retrieve our stuff. Hopefully he's not camping my body. One of the things that I wasn't prepared for with that guy was he was hitting
Interesting
me
plant. Come here.
from far away. I mean, further away than I thought he should be able to. So he's got like some AoE thing going on. So, oh God, he's still there. Really? Houston? Come on, dude. Really? You know what? I don't have my weapons. We did some damage to him. Obviously not enough, though. Can we get him to chase us and then get around him just to get our stuff back? Alright, well, he's aggroed on us. Yeah, see, he hits me a lot sooner than I'm expecting him to. Take everything. Run like shit. Yeah, we got to go back and re-equip our weapons. He's still chasing me? Oh yeah, he is. Okay. Ooh, if he I was gonna say if he comes all the way back here and jumps up on the thing, at least our turrets will help us. Alright, so what are we doing? We're going here and we're equipping the Phantom. That's gonna cost me 200 thingies. Does it have all the right stuff on it? No, it unequipped my mods. Why? Why? That sucks. Put the optics on. Put the piercing magazine on. Confirm. Why would it do that? I mean, what's the point? Okay, let's get the shotgun. And what did we have? What is this? That's yeah. I want the piercing barrel. Yeah, we're gonna keep that on, and then this is the increased fire rate versus faster reload. Ooh, that wouldn't be bad. Or increased damage, but we don't have those unlocked. And then the standard stock increased magazine capacity, which would be nice, or reduced spread during movement, which I'm not too worried about. Okay, so confirm that. All right, let me put a couple things away, and then we'll go back and try this again.
Fascinating.
All right, let's take two. All right, it doesn't look like he's camping our body anymore. I wonder if we could just like blitz over there and get up on the platform. If he can jump though, that wouldn't be good. Let's go ahead and take one of these.
Symptoms indicate the presence of toxins.
And then we'll take one of these. And let's do this. Same strategy. We pull the big guy away from the little guy so we're not having to deal with them at the same time.
Reloading.
I don't even see the big guy. Look at that penetration, man. Love it.
Changing mags.
The big guy's still around, isn't he? He's not, like, behind me. He didn't, like, despawn, did he? I kind of don't want him to because I want to be able to kill him. Maybe he's still around. Let's just... There are more bugs way up there. Did he really, like, go away? He followed us into these trees, and then he de-aggroed. Is it because he got stuck? Oh, is he stuck? No, he's not stuck. Yeah, I don't know if this hurts him at all.
Changing mags.
Even just a little bit. Wait, where are you? Oh. Couldn't tell if he went the other way or not. Okay. Can you... Get away from him. Can I shoot him in the head? It seems like the bullets are ricocheting off of him. Okay. Okay, I think we got a couple of ass shots going there. thing is when he charges, he goes so much further away from me that I can't get a good, shot on his ass. Boy, that dash thing is super useful. Okay. Okay, let's get a little further away from him and see if we can get him to charge us from...
Changing mags.
I don't want to get caught up on anything. That causes him to slow down for a second. What if we shoot him in the legs? Ooh, that seems to hurt him. Ooh! Legs! Leg shots! Nice! All right. Ladies and gents, we just killed our first Goliath. Of course, the bastard killed us too, so
Reloading.
we're 1 for 1. Nice. Okay, cool. So leg shots.
Interesting
Note
thought.
to self. I probably should have thrown the grenade at him too. That probably would have damaged his legs a bit, I'll bet you.
Come here.
Okay, nice. I feel like I've redeemed myself. But like I said, the biggest issue I was having the first time around is I just wasn't expecting him to hit me from so far away, He's just got a lot of AoE, I guess. All right, let's see if we can get into this place. There's more bugaboos up on the hill. Okay, they've aggroed us. Grab that. Let's get up here and grab
Just
all
what
of
I
those
need.
blueprints. Nice.
Changing mags.
Looks like there was maybe 1 or 2 in there. Oh! Didn't you just come right to the wall? What the hell, man? That's cheating. What's over here? Body. Thing. Take that.
Changing mags.
That's bullshit that they can just come through the walls. Come on, aim. Wasting ammo. Damn it. Oh, no, no, not in the blood fern. Okay. All right, let's try this. Love it. Okay. It went reasonably well. Yeah, next time we fight a Goliath, I need to remember to use the grenade, because that's got to do some damage to his legs and stuff, I would think. Okay, let's check all the stuff. And what blueprints did we get, by the way? We got...
I'm detecting increased rupture
Oh, shit.
activity.
Well, we got the valve blueprint.
Symptoms indicate the presence of toxins.
All right, we got to go back. I'll come back here after the star rupture and finish it out. Hopefully we don't get repops.
Good stuff.
Okay, recipe station, furnace. We didn't get any of those blueprints at all. So I guess these are just useless to us, right? We can't do anything with them? Because we already know both of those. Use it. I think we're going to need a higher level machine, like there's something called a press. To make some of that other stuff, so. Let's do some analysis paralysis. 5,000. Oh my god. That was for the Goliath thing.
Rupture's
Nice.
eruption has started.
Now we know more.
Prepare for impact.
Security loggers 1,500.
Fascinating.
That's 350.
Extreme temperature detected.
Oh, we got a new limb. Increases aim speed by 20. I mean, we're already pretty fast with aiming. Oh, nice. We unlocked combat. Okay, good. So we have the shield by 20. We have firearm swap speed. We have reduced infection buildup rate. I think I want to go with that. Unless these double, did those stack? Increase health by 12. Increase aim speed by 20%. That doesn't seem to be a big deal. Let's see if these stack. So right now we have 125 shield.
I feel it working.
Or no, I was looking at the wrong thing, but it did stack though.
Planetary temperature.
Fantastic.
Returning to
That's what we're going to
normal.
do. Reduces infection buildup. If we have to go to another POI that has a bunch of blue shit, we might take that one with us, but we don't appear to have that problem at this place. Okay, that gets us 41 war bonds, which is nice. All right, let's go back there and finish that place out. All right, let's take a look outside first. You know, just for any of the little piles of shit that's on the ground. Go.
Ah, gotcha.
And there's some right here. Most of those just have building materials, but I mean, those are valuable too. Some of them have research data in them. That's probably about it. Or food. We'll take food. We like food. Food's good. Okay, so we were over here. We didn't get this one. Research. Let's see if there's anything up on top. Doesn't look like it. There's a thing over there, though. Yeah, I see pistol ammo. I think that's worthless to us pretty much. I'll pick it up for the moment, but curious to see what you guys say in the comments about that. Okay, we looted that, whatever it was. There's nothing on the roof. We looked at that. Let's go into here. Here's a thing. Ooh, max stamina by 50. That's nice. That's really nice. There we go. The Dawn of the Soul. Holy shit, that's a lot of reading. I'm just going to read this to myself. Pause the screen if you guys want to read it. All right, interesting philosophical dissertation. I don't think that's dissertation, unless he's trying to become a doctor or something. But anyway, it was interesting. Interesting concepts behind people that can live longer than normal.
Great.
I have read a few novels from Peter F. Hamilton in the past. He's a sci-fi writer, and he kind of has that sort of theme in a lot of his writings, so it's interesting to think about. Basically where people's consciousness can just be uploaded into a new body kind of thing. So you get these people that live for 900 years, and they have different perspectives than people who are going through their first life. So kind of cool stuff to think about, Any hoozle. All right, ladies and gents, I think we're going to wrap up this episode here. That was fun. And looks like we got everything that the radar thingy uncovered. So, yeah, that body's up on a cliff that I couldn't figure out how to get to. I didn't look really hard, but I couldn't figure out how to get up there from the side that I currently was on, so we'll investigate that later. But yeah, we have more exploring to do, this way. And obviously we have the world machine to go after at some point. So still lots more exploration and combat and stuff like that to do. But I think what we'll probably end up doing in the next episode is just taking a quick look-see over here. Get back, to working on production lines for our next corporate deliveries, so we can keep advancing that way. And yeah, so with that being said, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video, and we'll catch y'all in the next episode. Bye bye.